Everyone, and welcome to my stream. Another Tuesday evening with the US / racedepartment.com race, brought to us by David DeGreef and of course raceroom.com. Today we're at Most at the Autodrom Most, and we have a 45-minute race. Again, it is a race with double the tire wear and full damage. So although there's no pit stop required, it might come into play because of the tire wear and full damage. You might have to come in to get suspension repaired or something like that. At any rate, another fine event, and we hope you enjoy it. Right now we're at qualifying. We're focused on Dan Bach driving an Audi. Quite frankly, in practice, he has not been the fastest. Has he been sandbagging a little, maybe? Would he do that? No, I don't think so. Maybe he's got his settings all worked out now and can put up a blistering qualifying lap. Managing to keep it on the track. So I had a good time. Dean Solomon in the Mercedes. Number 21, the mobile machine. Going for his qualifying lap. And then again, maybe he's going to start again. Here we have Scott Hall. Another BMW. Pardon me. Has a successful lap. Putting him in second right now. And that quickly he drops to fourth. That's how things happen during qualifying. Anyway, I hope you'll enjoy this pardon me, I'm having a little after dinner goings on, but let's see if we can keep it straight now. Thanks for joining us, and if you enjoy this, give it a like, and if you really like it, subscribe to my channel, and you'll be notified of the next stream. With that covered, we still have 10 minutes and 5 seconds left in qualifying. So we actually have quite a bit of time. I think I might have started this a little early. Maybe not. No, I did not. I'm second guessing myself again. Here we have another Mercedes with Keith Griffall at the wheel. Comes in fifth place. Dean Solomon. in a Mercedes also. It's P4. Zoe. In the BMW, this one is one of two of similar colors. This is number 42. I believe Slitten is number 43. Very similar color schemes. That's interesting. Getting a little, I guess that's a net code that's causing that little twitch. Anyway, here's Dean Solomon. P4. Number 24. Way out of bounds, I believe. Did not finish the lap. So Prochnow snuck in there at P5 with a Porsche. Kind of broke up the Mercedes boys. Got right between them. Number 48 for Griffall. Okay, I think we have the, I think I have the volumes better now. A little less on the engine noise. A little more on my voice. Still might be a little high on the engine noise. That Corvette makes a lot of noise. Brett Gardner. Currently number 11. I think he's the 11th person out there, basically why. Got a pretty hot lap going. I would not be surprised if he came out as our leader. Yes, P1. Wow. In the lead by 6/10. Okay, I'm going to tone down the engine noise just a little bit. Hopefully it's still enough to for you to be able to tell the running. Wow. Gardner's got another first sector. In purple, meaning of course that he beat his other first sector. Still ahead in the second sector. He's ahead by 2/10. Looks like Bach shaved off a couple of tenths to be closer to the lead. But Gardner just added another a tenth and a half, actually. Solomon. Keith Griffall trying to better his 7th position? No, he did not. David Griffall. I'm sorry. Wow. David DeGreef. Very sorry about that, David. And Keith Griffall. I'll get you guys straightened out. Anyway, David DeGreef on his hot lap. Posting position 9 right now. We have Slitten. We've lost Gardner behind the trees, going into the pits. Okay. 3 minutes and 20 seconds left in qualifying. Here we have Dean Solomon. Trying to better his 5th position on the qualifying scale. Oh, I don't think he's going to get it. That's an illegal lap. He did not better his position. And we have Dan Bach. Trying to pick up about 8 tenths somewhere. DeGreef trying to better his 9th position. Let's see. Did not better it. Still P9 for DeGreef. Solomon trying again. Taking that last turn onto the straight. Up to the finish line. P4. He did better it. This will be the last try for Bach. He did better his time, but not his position on the last lap. He did not better his position with that last run. So it looks like our qualifying is over. We have Gardner, Bach, Slitten, Solomon, Soy, Prochnow, Griffall, Campbell, DeGreef, Mitchell, Hall, and and sorry, Kronk, Joe Kronk. All right, we're getting ready for the 5-minute warm-up. So, bearing that in mind, we have a little time to take care of things like possibly a little snack, a little drink, maybe use the facilities. So I'm going to take a little break, go get some water, and I'll be back shortly. Pardon me. Okay, I'm back. Still have a little over 2 minutes left in this warm-up. Let's get rid of the info there, and we can watch some cars if we have any in close proximity. Might be interesting to watch. You might notice I'm having a little different resolution. I think the streaming might be better at this resolution instead of where it was. It's at I'm drawing a blank. I can't even think of what the resolution is. 1024 by 768 instead of 1600 by 900, I guess is what it was before. Little taxing on the graphics card, although it seemed to perform well enough to provide a good stream before, but this might be a little better, a little clearer. Hopefully I've got the sound straightened out, and we'll go from there. If it's not quite right, we can improve next week. So warm-up is just about done. We'll get everybody settled and back on the tarmac in their position for the start of the race, which will be happening in about 60 seconds or so. So you have a few more moments before the race starts. but it will be fairly shortly. You can see we're getting some cars lined up now. We have almost getting lined up. Doing pretty good. We may beat the 60-second garage time. We did. Ready to start. Lights are on. And they're off. Oh. Looks like Gardner got a little spun the tires quite a bit there. Didn't quite get off the line very well. So we have quite a battle now behind the leaders. Little push and shove here, but Gardner comes out in third after the first corner, being challenged by Griffall. Of course, we have Bach, Mr. Jet Takeoff, in the lead, followed by Slitten. We've got a four-way battle for actually we've got 4 cars in close proximity, all with the possibility of getting first. Slitten, definitely. Putting some pressure on Bach. And the first 3 have pulled a little bit away. Slitten on the inside. Can he make it through the chicane? Looks like Dan Bach backed off just a little bit. That's tricky going too wide in a chicane. A little slip there by Bach. Back to third now, with Griffall right on his tail. In fact, Griffall cutting to the inside, to the outside on this corner. Could not hold it. Whoop. And we have 2 spins. Bach and Solomon. So that changes the count up front. There we have DeGreef up in P6 after a P9 start. Gardner in second, Slitten in first. Is this deja vu? Seems like we've seen this before. Pulling a little distance there. Let's see how DeGreef's doing. He's getting up close with Soy. We'll ride with him a little bit. I noticed there was an update on my Steam. I don't know whether it was Race Room or some of the other programs that I have through Steam, but seems to be a lot of netcode twitchiness in this now. I wonder if that's part of it. See, Bach has moved up a position. Whoa! Somebody's disappearing. There's a netcode. That would be Steve Mitchell. Back up in the front. Gardner fell back. Missed it. There we have Bach. Oop. And Steve Mitchell off the track. There's Slitton trying to make a pass on Campbell. BMW versus Audi. I don't think that BMW liked the off-road there. See how Prochnow and Griffall are doing. Let's ride along with Greg Prochnow. That's been an ongoing, I call it a bug in Race Room. There's a little twitch in the leaving of black marks when you shift. So apparently that wasn't fixed. Nice run off of that corner for Prochnow. Got the outside, but he's got the inside on this one. That brings Soy back up in there close. So Prochnow in the lead. Griffall taking a look inside. Come down the long straight. Maybe a little slipstream will help. See how this works out. Suey got a little help from the slipstream. Taking P2. Cut inside by Griffall. Couldn't make it stick. However, kind of looked like Gardner was right up in there. Whoa! Griffall spins. Putting DeGreef and Gardner. So we have Soy in the BMW trying to chase down Prochnow in a Porsche. Bach has made his way up to P6. Is hunting down KO Slitten. Soy had a little incident. Ended up in the sand. Oh no. That puts... whoa. Bad return. A bad spot for a return. But everybody made it okay. So Dan now is in P5. I just moved everybody up a position. That was behind Griffall. Oh, looks like Slitten spun. Griffall and Slitten are together now. P7 and 8. Possibly a little damage to the cars. May impede their performance going forward. Slitten, Soy, and Griffall. Griffall leading the way of this group. Here we have Gardner getting close on a bid for the lead. Let's ride along with Gardner. Look on the inside, but couldn't hold it. Good exit off of that turn. Caught up some cuts to the inside. That puts him on the outside on that corner. Another right-hander. Coming into the final turn before the home stretch. A little bit of slipstream. A little help. Wasn't enough. Taking a little different line through there. Trying to make up some time. There he's right back on his bumper. Trying to get on the inside for this turn. Prochnow being defensive. Covered up that. Trying on the outside. Not gonna be able to do much there. Can he undercut here? No. Still a battle. Jumps to the outside. Whoa. Trying to outbrake. Is he gonna make it? He makes it through this chicane. He did. For now. Let's ride with Proc now. Oh! Gardner spun, giving the lead to Proc now. Putting Gardner back in P4. Dan Bach is up to P3 on the tail of DeGreef, who has been the benefactor of mistakes and incidences, been in the right spot at the right time. Plus he's driving a nice steady race, so pays to be steady and consistent. So we have Proc now, P1, DeGreef, and then Bach. Gardner back to P4. He is almost 5 seconds behind P3, so not much of a factor now. There's still 29 minutes left in the race. Can he make up that time? Possibly. He's got a fast car. Looks like DeGreef is pulling away from Bach a little bit. So we have 2 Porsches in the top 3, and then an Audi. Then we have the Corvette, and another Audi to round up the top 5 in manufacturers wise. Bach seems to be able to close up a little bit. Oh, a little slip by David. He's able to maintain his position. I think Bach's giving him a little room now. Maybe trying to save his tires a little. A look at the outside, trying to undercut here. Would put him on the outside on this. Oh, well off into the grass. I see Gardner is getting into view. P3 is a definite possibility. Both of these guys have done a fantastic job to get back up to the front. Gardner and Bach. ride with Gardner just because I love to hear this vet. Don't think the vet likes those curves much. Uh-oh, Dave makes a mistake. What happened there? You lose a tire? Going into the pits. Wow, I wonder if he lost a tire. Kinda acted like it. Alright, we have Slitten making a move on Griffall. Looks like Griffall went into the pits. Oh, DeGreef disqualified for speeding in pit lane. What a bummer. Steve Mitchell, drive-through penalty. For speeding in pit lane. Wow, these pits are and penalties caused by the pit entry or exit is still, I believe, a bug in Racer. Well, let's go up and see how Gardner's doing. That's a real shame. DeGreef got disqualified. Can't be too happy about that. Anyway, Gardner making a move on... Oh, Gardner coming in for pit stop. I thought he was moving to the inside on Bach, but coming into the pits. Looks like that tire wear really came into play with these cars. Meanwhile, so our leader is Prochnow. Next is Bach. Then we have Sean Campbell. K.O. Slitten. Brett Gardner shown as P5. Just came out of the pits. Not bad. Then we have Joe Kronk. P6. Keith Griffall. P7. Scott Hall is P9. That's Nicholas Soy. P8. I think I skipped over him. Sorry about that. Then we have Steve Mitchell. P10. Solomon. P11. Looks like Campbell has come into the pits. Slitten has come into the pits. So everybody pitting. Steve Mitchell has extensive damage on his car. So now we're pretty spread out. See a little bin up fender there on Mitchell's. It's Dean Solomon, I believe is a lap down. Or not. These guys are just way in back of the field and having their own little battle. Whoa, 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 little drift there. That did not help that battle. So meanwhile, back up front, we have Prochnow. P1. Bach. P2. Gardner. P3. Shown as considerably behind P2. Showing 50 seconds. That is a considerable amount of time to try to make up. 17 and 3/4 minutes left. Let's see if he can catch P2. Looks like Slitton having a little more trouble. Slitton got back on the road. Joe Kroc. I believe he was he's in 5th place. No track map for Autodrom most. I was hoping to get a better idea where everybody was. But that's not going to help it. Okay, Joe Kronk coming in for the pits. So Joe Kronk. Scott Hall. Here we have KO Slitton. Somebody just spun there. Who was that? I believe that was Mitchell. Joe Kronk. Drive-through penalty for speeding in pit lane. Oh my goodness. No, it wasn't Mitchell. Definitely a Porsche. Oh, was that Prochnow? Prochnow has lost the lead. He was the one we saw spinning there. Still in P2. But that gives the lead to Dan Bach. And the car that just passed him was a lap down, trying to get back. Let's see, who was that? Was that, Soy? Yes, it was. So Soy. It's not really, well, he must be a lap down if he's in P6 and he just passed the leader. Prochnow in the pits. So Gardner is now 38, right at 39 seconds behind the leader. He is in P2, and he has made up quite a bit of time. 10 seconds. Since at one point we were wondering if he could catch third place. Well, due to circumstances, racing incidents, he has made second place, but he's still right at 27.5 seconds behind Bach, who is in first place. Would sure like to have that overview now. Dan Bach into the pits. Has he got time to get out before Gardner goes by? No. There goes Gardner. Bach is just coming out. Slitten and Soe are still in fairly close proximity. P6 and 7 are our highest positioned BMWs. In fact, all three BMWs are P6 through P8. They're not tightly grouped. Pardon me. But they are P6, 7, and 8. Joe Kronk off in the grass. I believe he has retired. Meanwhile, Prochnow trying to catch Campbell for P3. Using all the track. Took a look on the inside. Wasn't close enough. In fact, lost a little time there. Sean Campbell doing a good job. He's got a podium spot. He doesn't want to give it up. Got a second separation now. Slitten. Coming up on Soe. That's right along with Slitten. Couldn't quite sneak on the inside there. Whoa. Did they touch? They touched there. So Slitton now in the lead, or P5. Pardon me. Just gave him 4 positions. Whoa. Looks like he's going to give the position back, whether he wanted to or not. Now his tires are dirty and he's going to have to be smooth. Going into this turn, probably cleaned him off enough. Looks like he's going to make it okay. Meanwhile, Griffhall, P4, trying to hunt down Campbell. Gardner, by the way, does have the lead now. Nice comeback for him. Bach, P2. Griffall giving Campbell all he wants in his mirror. Probably not really what he wants, but as long as he's in his mirror, he's in a better position, right? Whoa, looks like Bach is having a little trouble here. He's got passed by both of them. He either has damage or severe tire wear. Wow. Or both. So Campbell now behind Griffhall. Thought better of that shortcut. Here we have Wow. Soy and Slitten still together, but Bach is kind of in their way. He has like no turning. His car won't turn. I don't know if it's tires or suspension damage. Oh. Fuck now. Dan was going pretty slow there. Race is over. Final lap. Wow. Be interested to see how what happened with Dan. Wonder if he has a tire down. Car would not turn, obviously. Like I say, tire condition, suspension problems, or both. Whoa, here he goes again. Wow. A lot of people having trouble on this final lap, even though they may have made a pit stop for tires. Prochnow being very careful. Getting around Bach, who is going to make it to the finish line. So here's our final lineup. Gardner, Griffall, Campbell, top three. Then we have Soy, Slitten, Prochnow, Bach, Hall, Mitchell, Solomon, Kronk, and DeGreef. Kronk and DeGreef were out of the race. Anyway, that's our race. Hope you enjoyed it. Give it a like if you did. Subscribe to my channel, and you'll get notified at the next one. So with that, I wish you a good evening, and thanks for tuning in.